Chapter 10 The Gandharva Agarpana. The city awoke to find the terrible Baka slain outside their main gates. They were astonished and excited. They wondered who could have done such a thing, and recalled that it was a particular Brahmin's turn to be sacrificed to the beast. The man stepped forward and told them a tale of a wandering Brahmin whom he had seen his dismay the day before, and provided assistance with his knowledge of invoking and wielding celestial weapons. The city rejoiced, and a festival ensued. The Pandavas continued to stay incognito at the Brahmin's house, posing as just beggars in the village waiting for sign of their next move. Then one day, a wandering Brahmin came seeking shelter and was accepted into their home. The Brahmin spoke of his travels, and he spoke of the upcoming Sayamvadara ceremony to be held for Drupada's daughter Draupadi, who was said to be born of the sacrificial fire. The Pandavas inquired for more details. The traveler spoke of Drona and Drupada's past, including the incident when the Pandavas overpowered Drupada for Drona's sake. Drupada had not forgotten the incident, and he still desired vengeance. As luck would have it, Drupada met two Brahmin brothers, Yaja and Upayaja, who were grandsons of Lord Brahma, and after some coaxing, had them construct a sacrifice to bring forth a son able to defeat Drona. Drupada also asked for a daughter whom would marry Arjuna, remembering how Arjuna had overpowered him. The brothers made it so. They invoked all the principal gods, even Vishnu, and then poured ghee onto the fire, and from it sprang a godlike boy, encased in golden armor and equipped with a sword, bow and arrows. He roared as he leapt from the fire and immediately mounted his father's chariot and started showing his skills in combat. The people shouted and clapped with joy. As they did, an absolutely stunning, dark-complexioned, blue-haired maiden stepped forward from the fire, and the crowd gasped at her beauty. She even put angels to shame, and her fragrance of flowers could be smelled from 2 miles away. A celestial voice boomed from the sky that this beautiful maiden will be known as Draupadi and cause the destruction of the world's warriors. And the boy would be known as Drista Dyumna, and he would slay Drona. Even though Drona heard of the prophecy, he still ended up training Drupada's son to pay him back for the half of the kingdom. Upon hearing that their teacher would be slain, the Pandavas became remorse. Kunti saw this and advised that they should leave. They had been there for months, and she had seen the looks in their eyes as Draupadi was described. The next day they took off for Panchala, after saying farewell. That night they were greeted by Vasudeva, and he reassured them that they were on the right path. There would be an archery contest to win Draupadi's hand, and Arjuna should enter it and win her. Reassured by Vasudeva's words, the brothers continued toward Panchala, day and night, eager to arrive on time. One night they reached the sacred Ganges river, and were ordered to halt by a boisterous Gandharva who considered them demoniac. He claimed sole rights to the river. Arjuna was furious. No one should be able to claim rights to grounds for his sole purpose day or night. And he did not fear the Gandharva's threats. Agarpana fired 100 arrows at them, but Arjuna blocked them all with his torch alone and laughed at the attempt, and then warned him that he would now release the Agniyastra fire weapon. He did it and burned Agarpana's chariot to ashes and singed him pretty bad. Arjuna moved forward and grabbed the Gandharva by his hair and dragged him to Yudhisthira, when suddenly a celestial woman rushed from the river pleading for her husband's life. Yudhisthira, the ever virtuous, accepted and let him free. Agarpana humbly gave thanks and gave Arjuna the ability to see anything in the three worlds and that thing's intrinsic nature, and offered a team of celestial horses. Arjuna wasn't about to take charity, but Agarpana wanted to trade for learning of the fire weapon that had taken him down. They shared words until dawn appeared. The Gandharva spoke the power of celibacy and being accompanied by a Brahmin, and recommended they seek out Daimya in a nearby village to accompany them. Arjuna accepted friendship and gave him the knowledge of the weapon in trade for the celestial sight. He did not take the horses at the time, but said, "I'll call upon him when I need him." The Pandavas followed the direction to Daimya's hermitage, which they found a short way up from the Ganges. The river became filled with sages in the early morning as they offered prayers to Surya, Shiva, and Vishnu. Upon meeting Daimya, the Pandavas bowed low and offered obeisances and revealed their desire to have him as their priest, guide, and protector. Daimya lighted up with joy at the prospect and accepted it gladly. They began to move together towards Panchala.